stampingcatcrew.com. Today we're going to do this cute little bunny card. It is like a photorealistic. It's triple layer stamping. It is in the 2018 Occasions catalog. So the stamp set is called Sweet Little Something. It actually can be for a baby, it can be for Easter, so lots of different things. It could be for a birthday because it's got the hip hop hooray. So this would be your first step, your second step, and your third step. And I do go lighter to darker. So, you know, when it comes to multiple step stamping, they have some different ideas. We had a color challenge, and so it was actually like a very vanilla pumpkin pie and some shades of brown and some black. And so I wanted to do something with that, but we didn't really have any tiny pumpkin pie ribbon. So I took some white baker's twine, and I'm going to show you an easy way to change the color of that. I grabbed a little baggie. I'm going to get messy, even though I do try not to. So I'm actually going to drag this through, and I'm just going to turn it over. You're wanting to get just an even coverage on that. Another way to do this, I've shown where you just flip the stamp pad over, and I would say put it on the silicone sheet, and then drag the ribbon through it. So if you have a thicker ribbon, that would definitely be the way to go. Because this is so thin, it's really easy just to change the color just like this without going to a lot of trouble. The other way is very easy too. You can just spritz with alcohol or water, drag it through, and then use your little dryer to dry that. So I'm going to set the little twine aside right now. Close up the ink pad. And I will show you how we did the multi-step bunny stamping. So I've cut my layers already. And all of the stamps are actually photopolymer. So what I'm going to use is the foam mat, which is right here. And I've got a little piece of scratch paper on it already. I'm going to start with my lightest color. In this case, it's Sahara Sand. And I just want to get a nice even layer of color on that. And we want to have our bunny kind of evenly spaced in there from side to side, and enough room for the sentiment at the top. So there's our first layer for our bunny. I'm going to do the second layer actually in crumb cake. Just this guy. I'll ink him up really good. And I want to lay that directly where it needs to go, like that. I just love the look of this. Love, love, love. Our third layer is actually soft suede. Give that a nice inking up. And I'm going to right straight down and straight back up. So that is our stuffed animal bunny. I can't believe how realistic this looks. My daughter actually has a bunny that she named Carly when she was little from Build-A-Bear that she built herself, and it actually looks exactly like this bunny. So that's one of the reasons I got the set. Even though she's older now, it's still been one of her favorite stuffed animals. So the last part is just the sentiment, and I chose to use something that I could stamp in black that would be good for a baby, or even a baby's birthday. So a little something for your little someone. We're just going to center that up in the corner here, like that. We're going to assemble our layers. There's snail adhesive. And just like that. Just leaving a very tiny border around the edges. And then this layer is basic black. Because it was one of the colors in our color challenge, I needed to include it, but I wanted it to be a very small portion of the card. I didn't want it to feel like a focal at all, because obviously this is for a little tiny person. So just a small border all the way around. Have that centered on there, like that. And then this is the orange twine that we did. It's pumpkin pie. And I wanted to do a double little knot in here. So a lot of the ways that I play with stuff is just doing the bow, and then it's just a matter of playing with the ends to make them even. So just like that, I'm going to take my scissors and cut the ends off of the bow. And I'm going to grab a glue dot right here. And it's just enough to add a little tiny pop of that orange for the color challenge. And there's our little bunny. And I always say, remember to make your envelopes pretty. So there is the finished card. Oops. And this is the one we started with. So when you go to line up your bunny, you'll notice that along this bottom edge and right here in between the arms, and there's a couple little open spaces here. These are a little harder to see, but where the arms come together and this bottom edge, it makes it much easier to line up your stamped image. So that's something to keep in mind when using this set, but I don't know if the camera does it justice. It is just beautiful detail. So thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Happy creating!